What up, Swag fans? It's your boy Swag TV coming at you today with Jackson State versus South Carolina State in the Celebration Bowl. Just want to get into the good with South Carolina State since it ain't much to say at all. I say they got a pretty decent quarterback. Number two, he's pretty decent. The boy got some wheels too, so you got to make sure you ain't letting them break loose because if he do, that's pretty much going to be the damage that he can do. He got a pretty decent arm on him as well. If he played in the SWAC, I would give him, I'd say he'll be in the top half. What is it, 12 teams in the SWAC? So, yeah, I'll say he'll be top 6 quarterback in the SWAC. So, evidently I'm giving them some kind of respect. They got a great wide receiver. Number one, Shaq Davis is his name. They call him Baby Megatron. So with a name like that, the boy got to have some game. He's really good if you let him get loose. They running back got a pretty decent running back, number 26 as well. He's pretty decent. But all these players that I'm saying is decent because I went back and only watched 2 games of South Carolina State. I'm going to be real with you. I watched the FAMU game. I watched the Alabama A&M game. They lost both of those games. I just wanted to see how they was beat. So that was my big reason for watching those games. Those 3 guys I just named, the receiver, the running back, the quarterback, man, they had big games against Alabama A&M, but that's about it. Because against FAMU, they was invisible, you might as well say. On the defensive side, in both games, they had just a couple people stand out. Like I know number 34, number 86, that plays on the defensive line. They stood out to me in both games, but other than that, man, I see nothing that they have on defense, on the defensive side of the ball. Also, something else that's pretty good, I'll say the offensive line pass blocking. That's, they got a pretty decent offensive line. They run blocking to me is terrible, but, like I said, they showed out on Alabama A&M, but who can't show out against Alabama A&M defense? So that don't press me the least bit. Yeah, and just want to say, man, South Carolina defense, I swear they are absolutely trash when it comes to stopping a run. Man, you can run all day against these boys, I promise you. The way Bishop Bunnick made them look, and the other 2 or 3 running backs that got a chance to run that game as well, man, it was terrible. They couldn't stop nobody. So I expect, Peyton Pickett, because you can really hit them good up the middle. It seems like that's where they just wide open at. That defensive line ain't stopping nobody. I say Peyton Pickett, Santee Marshall, and man, I really hope I get to see J.D. Martin out there running that ball against them boys as well, because I didn't see him none last week. Not sure if he hurt or not, but I really hope to see him running this week. Yeah, and another thing about that offensive line, man, I did say they was pretty good at pass blocking, but they ain't that good at run blocking. Also, man, if you just blitz them, you can make that decent offensive line look trash. Because it seems like whenever they meet a team that blitz a lot, man, they don't call it, the offensive linemen don't call out the blitzers well at all. Because if you send a rush, 9 out of 10 times you're going to get that quarterback then. But if they just got to block your defensive lineman, then they're going to do a hell of a job of doing that. So hopefully, Jackson State puts some pressure on them boys. And then, James Houston on the defensive line. So he going to do what he do. The same way, what is his name? The DN for FAMU, last name Land, Isaiah Land. The same way he was dominating them that day, that's exactly what James Houston going to do against them. And I know I was just saying, how decent the quarterback was as well. But, man, he going to throw at least 2 interceptions this game, I can promise you. He can get a little reckless with the ball, and he love to overthrow his wide receivers as well. Jackson State, because the secondary of South Carolina State and their linebackers is really non-existent as well. So Shedeur should be able to really throw the ball against these boys as well. I don't see how they're going to be able to stop Jackson State in any facet of the game when it comes to scoring the ball. And I'm even talking about kickoff, punt return. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah Bolden going to give them a run for their money. Warren Newman going to give them a run for their money. Shedeur is going to throw all over these boys. Wideman going to be catching it all over these boys. Keith Corbin III going to be catching it on these boys. So, I mean, it's going to be a show. They're going to put on a show. I'm going to just go and get to the score prediction. My score prediction is, I would say Jackson State will score at least 42 points, but you know the offense like to get off the slow start. So I'm going to say Jackson State 35, and I'll give South Carolina State 14. That's my score prediction. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell to get my videos as soon as they drop. Thank you for watching. Peace.